Clairvoyant energy check-in for November of 2025. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. I don't know if y'all have been sending me any donations, but I'm not receiving them. So I will let that be known once again. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this reading. So what's going on for the current energy? Current energy. Magician reverse, Page of Cups, Queen of Wands reverse, the Empress, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups reverse, Eight of Wands reverse, King of Swords reverse, Five of Swords, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups. So this reading is going to be about manipulation. This is the underlying energy. Somebody trying to manipulate something, trying to get the upper hand. They're not going to be able to get the upper hand. Whoever keeps on manipulating something is not going to be able to get... Someone's not letting somebody get the upper hand because they may have feelings for you. They're in love with you. Compared to this energy right here, someone's not going to let somebody manipulate something. While they're trying to manipulate a situation, this could be in regards to your love life. While someone is trying to relentlessly manipulate something in order to try to get something to have you sabotage with lies and to have you single, there's another single individual that may have had knowledge on what was being done that could have been kind of involved with the manipulation, but they could be switching with the Five of Swords. That's how, while these individuals are busy trying to manipulate something in regards to you to try to have you single and trying to affect your love life, there's someone throughout all this situation that may be countering this manipulation and manipulating them and standing up against them, and these individuals don't like that. They could be accusing this individual of having feelings for you. Because they do. Because they do. Someone has feelings for you. This ain't somebody from your past either. This person could have had feelings for you even whenever you was with somebody from your past. I'm also getting, if this individual was ever with somebody and they may not have been happy, they had feelings for you way back then. This is someone that you don't know on a personal level. But this is someone that's very familiar to you. Someone got the power to manipulate all these individuals, like to reverse them. This is stupid. This is stupid. Damn, you know what I'm saying? They got my damn face turning red, bro. This shit is funny. You know what I'm saying? While someone's trying to manipulate things when it comes to your love life, or trying to get in the way of you moving forward and walking away, which you will be able to walk away, somebody is doing this so you can walk away. What these individuals fail to realize, the more that they try to manipulate something to try to get you to not walk away, this is actually getting you to walk away. And someone is countering that by manipulating them and getting them to manipulate themselves into telling on themselves what it looks like. Bro, whoever this is, it's in a gaslighting energy. This is gaslighting. Someone definitely has the upper hand. And they know they do. They know they do. Someone knows they have the upper hand. Whatever someone's trying to control with some type of lies, with a page of wine diverse, this ain't working. Bruh, once again, this could be off like a fake page. Page of wine diverse, that could be a fake page. So somebody acting out off a fake page, trying to manipulate something. But yet you have somebody else that may have feelings for you that knows that somebody is on a fake page, trying to manipulate something. This individual right here is standing up against that. And these individuals may be doing this because they don't want this individual to love you or something. So they don't want somebody to love you or want people to accept you for who you are. So yet they're taking it to the extent that continuously try to manipulate something through some type of fake pages with a page of wine diverse, a lie to keep a lie on going to try to control your love life. But the devil is in reverse and the lovers is in the upright position. Whoever this is, whoever the fuck this is not controlling shit. They really not. Someone's also in their ego to these individuals are working against each other is what it sounds like with this Five of Swords energy. Someone knows they got the upper hand because there was a witness to these individuals manipulate something through some type of pages with a page of wands reversed. Why am I getting throughout all of this being done to you? You got somebody that really cares about you and may love you. Seven of Wands reverse. Okay, so this is someone that feels that it's like they know that nobody is protecting you or defending you. You do have somebody that loves you because there's something about your energy that can make this individual weak in the knees. Something about making them weak in the knees. There's something very significant about your energy, like they feel overpowered or not overpowered in the egotistical controlling type of way. They just feel like your energy is overpowering, very domineering, but not in the controlling type. But there's someone that may be jealous of this individual because they're the insecure type and controlling type that would literally sit there and try to bother this individual and make them mad. But yet you are someone that don't care if someone talks to you or not. You don't care if someone is there by your side. You could give a shit less who loves or who don't love you, who likes you or who don't like you. And someone finds that extremely attractive. They see that as some type of domineering energy that's coming from you, but it ain't toxic though. You're not the control type. Okay, so this right here may put a controlling energy in their place. Okay, so whoever may love you or have feelings for you, they could be the control type. But by you being in this energy, literally, they can't do all that with you. Oh, so that's what it may be. Somebody, these individuals are jealous because they feel like they're losing somebody to you. Somebody may be agreeing to change their ways. Empress, Emperor energy. They may be agreeing to transform and to actually evolve rather than being in this negative, low vibrational energy. And yet people want to get mad about somebody possibly like they feel like they're losing this person. They was never theirs to start with. They was never theirs to start with because they don't understand this person. Damn. You got people trying to claim somebody that don't even claim them, that don't even give a shit about them. Like they feel like this individual is their property or something. Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, look at that Page of Swords. Boy, they got somebody red in the face. Look, with a Page of Swords, somebody red in the face like that. So somebody could be smacking gum. Somebody could be pissed off to the point of where they smacking gum in their mouth. Like, you know how you chew gum? Somebody could be chewing gum and smacking gum because they mad. Damn, bro, you can swear up and down. They jaw like, damn, but what they did, invent a treadmill for somebody's jaw? This would be like somebody run on a treadmill, but it's like they fucking jaw going 90 nothing with chewing gum. You can swear up and down their jaws on the damn treadmill getting the exercise. Damn. Boy, you know they mad. Look at that. With a Page of Swords. They super mad. Look at that. Got about to twist their damn ankle. Look. Okay, so someone's definitely bent over a situation. They mad because somebody may be head over heels in love with you, is what it looks like. But you ain't being told this, though. You ain't being told that. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Okay, so someone has strong emotions and feelings for you. Possibly are in love with you with the Lover's card. You ain't being told that, though. You ain't being told that. You could literally be pulling this individual out of their toxic ways with the devil reverse. But you ain't doing this by, like, some of you may not even be in a conversation with this person. You may not even be talking to this person. Some of you, you're not talking to this person. They're deeply inspired by who you are because they know that you're a healthy person. Someone's mad at the fact that they can't control this energy, but yet there's a lot of controlling going on here, but yet they're not going to be able to get away with that. Four of Pentacles. These individuals are in a very hostile type of energy because they feel like somebody's protecting you because they are. Because they are. They're mad because somebody's protecting you. Look at that High Priestess. Some of you may feel this intuitively. Yeah, look at that Temperance card. Some of you may feel that intuitively. I'm also getting, you may have some type of protection on you. There's something very significant about somebody protecting you because of your intuition, or their intuition is telling them to protect you. Or you may have a very strong and mysterious spiritual, something about a spiritual connection. Or someone may feel spiritually drawn toward you. This is telepathy. That's telepathy. So someone feels drawn toward you on a telepathic level. Sound like to me this individual got the gift of intuition. They could be a spiritual person. Okay, believe it or not, this person feels a very strong spiritual connection toward you. While other people are trying to have this with this person, but they ain't spiritual. They definitely ain't this energy, I'll tell you that much. With the High Priestess, these individuals don't fit the description of none of this with the High Priestess energy. Okay, you stand out to this person. You stand out. But this person may stand out a certain way too. I'm going to tell you what the truth of it is. Somebody is losing their false self. They're not losing their true self. They're losing their false self to the real them that's awakening. That's what it is. The ego is shattering. That's what it is, bro. And these individuals, like these controlling energies, feel that. Because you're the only one possibly that can ignite that within this person. Yeah, Six of Wands reverse. This person's coming out the ego with the Six of Wands reverse. Whoever this person is, they're definitely coming out the ego. This is not somebody from your past. This could have been somebody that could have been in love with you whenever you was with somebody from your past. Or could have felt something toward you on a mysterious level. It's all about mystery. They could have felt something for you on a mysterious level, Pisces energy. But their ego couldn't handle that. And their ego caused them to want to act out, is what it looks like. To act out. To try to hate on you. So this is a person that the illusion was, like this individual try to create some type of illusion as if they hate you, but they really don't. This was their ego that was being challenged. They don't really dislike you. It was just this person going through a lot of ego struggles. With the Six of Wands reverse, they was going through a lot of ego struggles. This individual also had superficial attention given to them. They would always be complimented on their image. They be told they beautiful. They be told, like, people try to flirt with this individual. But the flirtatiousness has gotten old. Because it's all the same fucking compliment. There ain't nothing different about all this. With a Six of Wands reverse. What the hell is different? I'm going to tell you what the difference is. When you can sit there, bro, and have a piercing connection with someone, with understand them on a soul level without even opening your mouth. That's what this energy is right here. You ain't got to tell the individual shit. You just look at them. Or you don't even have to look at them. You could just be, if they're thinking about you, you're going to pick up their energy through telepathy. So someone's jealous and hateful at the fact, like there's several individuals that are jealous and hateful at the fact that they're losing somebody. But the thing of it is, there ain't nothing being lost because it wasn't theirs to start with. Bruh, this was just a fun time for this person. They wasn't taking these individuals seriously to start with. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Can y'all hear me or no? Can y'all hear me or no? Anyways, continuing with the read. So someone has very strong emotions and feelings for you. And it's like everybody else was following behind each other. Bro, believe it or not, this person felt lost. This person was lost around these individuals. It was all for the good time. That's all it was. It was all for the good time. This didn't do nothing for this individual spiritual side. Nothing. There's a change within this individual's energy. I don't know if some of you out there believe in a twin flame, or you believe in a very intense spiritual connection. But from the looks of it, from the way the energies are right here, how intense this is, there could be somebody that you never thought would be your other half. Not saying that they're a twin flame or whatever, but there could be somebody that you never thought was your other half that could end up being your other half. Simply because of this being destroyed. It's kind of vibes I'm getting. Knight of Wands, this person's very passionate about you. Very passionate. There's a very intense magnetic energy that this person feels towards you. It's like there's a lot of magnetism. Your energy is very magnetic to this person. That's the truth. That's the truth. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. That's the truth. This person also has confirmation on who you are. I'm kind of getting the vibes that these individuals want to try to get you in trouble off of some type of fake pages with a page of wands reverse, all because somebody could be falling for you. They could be awakening to them true selves, and yet they're ready to share their feelings and strong emotions for you, and yet these people have a problem with it. Like I said before, they were never theirs to start with. That was the false self of this person. But the mask is coming off. I'm also getting these people that was in love with this person or may have been in love with them. They're going to fall out of it because it's not going to feel the same. It's going to be like a complete different person. This is going to come across as a complete different person to these people. So if they feel something for them now, they're not going to feel it for long. No, they're not. They're going to actually fall out of love or fall out of this lustful energy with this person because they're not, even though they may kind of look like their looks may be transforming too. They may begin to be healthier looking. Something about someone's looks is going to start transforming. Not through magic either. Somebody could have did that repetitively. That didn't work. That just made the illusion worse. There could have been some magic that could have been done. They turn their back on that with a Three of Wands reverse. They turn their back on that because this ain't who they really are. Someone's laughing. Someone's laughing. I could channel that energy. Someone's laughing. This ain't me, y'all. Someone's in a giggly energy. Why are they in the There's someone somewhere is in a funny energy. Maybe it's somebody on the live stream. There's a funny energy coming off of this card, y'all. Very heavily. Why is this card laughable? Why is this card laughable? Because of that. Justice. They turn their back in order to balance themselves out. To balance their livelihood out. That's why. They turn their back to balance themselves out. To do the right thing. Libra energy. What I'm saying is the truth too. Alright, how's the video now? Is it better? Is it better? Okay, so what I was channeling earlier is someone could be righting their wrongs. And there's something I was saying about this individual doing something the right way. And these individuals that keep on acting a fool, doing something to you, this person has the power to put them away. Clarify the justice and the eight of swords. This is a clear indication of jail or prison. Right here. The Hierophant. Look like to me there's a few individuals, if not one of them. There's a few individuals, or if not one of them, that could have been involved with this person. Doing shady shit to you. I'm also getting their controlling side and jealous side of you because they feel like they're losing this person to you. They're going to get caught up, bro, is what's going to happen due to a smear campaign being done on you and lying about you relentlessly on fake pages. They got their karma coming. They got their karma coming. Because this person could play both sides of the fence too. They could play both sides too. And they're actually going to win because they got the power to actually do something. I'm also getting this person is tired of these individuals messing with you. Because it's just exposed to them who the real nasty, like-minded individuals are when it comes to these individuals. Because they're all like-minded. With the Six of Wands diverse, very nasty. They've literally committed this activity in the presence of this person. This is giving them a wake-up call at who they're really around. Therefore, they don't feel attractive around these individuals at all. So they could be removing themselves from these people. Good. Yeah, Six of Pentacles reverse. They're abusers. They're... This person, and the best part about it is they got information on that. They are indeed abusers. This individual don't take it too lightly at being seen how these other individuals are being seen. Now that they took a step back from these people, if they're no longer engaging in that, they're seeing who these individuals really are about. They don't support that no more. Okay, so they may be canceling out parties. These individuals always had some shit to talk about you. But this person was also involved with talking shit about you also. But there's something about you not caring about what is said about you. And this came off very attractive to this person. They may no longer be partying with these individuals. They may be canceling out parties, canceling plans, canceling parties. They could be turning that down. Because that ain't what they want. They don't want to be around these people anymore. No, they don't. They're bad influences when it comes to this person. I'm also getting this individual's got a life to live. They got a family to take care of. They ain't got the time for this bullshit. Okay, so they could be calling off the partying lifestyle, putting that behind them. King of Cups. This could be a King of Cups doing that. Don't have to be. Someone's just mainly putting behind the party and lifestyle. They had enough of that. They care about themselves in order to put this behind them. That's not something that they're going to entertain. Because that's all it is to start with. Excitement, entertainment, what the fuck is that? I'm just saying. That's just the way I announce the damn message. You know what I'm saying? What? How else they want me to announce? I'm going to announce it the way it's supposed to be announced. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is. Somebody ain't got the time for that. No, they don't. They care about themselves. They care about themselves. Caught that card like this. Look at that. Even though it kind of bent a little bit, but look at that, bro. The card was just about to go off the thing. Look, that's how I caught it. 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is a burden for these people. This is a burden for them. I'm also getting this is a burden for them also. That was funny how I said that earlier. About how this person cares about themselves. They're not associated with these individuals anymore. And turning partying down. With the 3 of Cups reversed, it was how I said it earlier. It was funny. But yeah, they're going through burdens though. They are going through burdens. This is a very hard transformation for this person. But they're doing everything in their power to work on themselves. To balance themselves out. Because they want to be a healthier individual. I'm getting something to do with their they want to be a healthy individual for their family. This person's saying the hell with all these individuals. They ain't entertaining that. They want to be there for their family. Empress and the 10 of Pentacles, they want to be there for their family. But it's like this person's making room for you. There's like a lot of room around here. They may have family, but there's something about they want to make room for you. They have all the time in the world for you. Because you actually bring something of value to their life. And it ain't money. This person could be confessing to something that they may have been involved at stealing from you digitally. There was something that they done to you whenever they was in their ego and they're not too proud of that. They could be confessing that. They may know that you may know about something like that. I'm kind of getting that energy. Okay, so this individual may have had some light hands. Just give me the vibes of light hands right here. This is hurting them, believe it or not. This is hurting them. Some of you may not be able to trust this person because they betrayed you. But this is something that they done while they was in the ego, bro. Like, that wasn't really them. Even though they did make the decision to do that. But at the same time, this could be hurting this individual and bothering them. They possibly want to tell you about that. Or they could be making that up to you. They could be making that up to you. You may actually get a confession out of this individual for them to prove that they did harm you that way. It sounds like to me this person got a soft heart when it comes to you. They not only have a guilty conscience, their heart's heavy when it comes to doing that to you. This person got a heavy heart. They're upset too. Ace of Cups reversed. They're upset. They could be crying. Bro, this is a person that that could have had something beautiful with you like a long time ago, but they was in the ego. This is not somebody that's an ex or anybody like that. This is just somebody that is familiar to you. And this person is extremely upset with the Ace of Cups reverse. This person feels very wrong for doing you dirty like that. They have been enlightened to this with the patient man. They've been enlightened to that Pisces energy. They shouldn't have never did that. So this person is going through an awakening. This is spiritual. This is the card of spiritual. I'm also this individual could be surrendering to their ego. Bro, this could literally be somebody that you could end up in a connection with. This is someone allowing their ego to be broken out. Like, there's no choice. Like, this individual has no choice but to break out of their ego. They could be surrendering to that. It has something very significant to do with your energy, who you are. You stand out. But this individual could be figuring out that they stand out also, but not from the egotistical way on the superficial level. Because this is going to look like everybody else, bro. Like, they got plenty of people out there that get complimented. But that's not true. That don't define beauty within the inside, bro, the internal level. It really don't. If you ain't beautiful right here, then there's nothing there, bro. Like, it's basically like a ghost. There's nobody there. What is there to acknowledge? That's what I tell people. Like, this was a while back, about a year ago or so. Like, somebody complimented me on a live stream. I said I could care less about this fucking bullshit right here. They try to say I had a good looking face. I give a shit less about that, lady. Like, that ain't what matters. I'm just saying. This right here, I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? But they did try to compliment me. I ain't worried about all that though. Can y'all hear me? Oh no. Is the sound quality good for the read? I I wasn't rude about it, y'all. I didn't really take it to heart. I know that could have been a kind gesture, but it really don't matter. It don't matter. It's the soul, bro. It's the energy. It's the soul. Once you awaken, bro, you're going to see things in a whole different light. It ain't going to be the same. It ain't going to be the same. Queen of Pentacles. This is right after the patient man energy. Okay, so someone is awakening to who they are, and they want to be a grounded person. This person could be sitting outside a lot, grounding themselves, or spending time in nature. They could be spending time connecting themselves to who they really are. Some of you can have a huge impact on the way that this individual is transforming. That's what it sounds like. And people are hateful at this because they feel like they're losing this person, but they was never lost to start with because it wasn't even their person. This person could care less about these individuals. And now that they're awakening, like, they just completely are detached. They don't want nothing to do with them. They always thought this person was going to be that person, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. That's why they still want the illusion to continue. The illusion to continue. Illusion got probation. Illusion, you know what I'm saying? Illusion. I said that before. They still want the illusion. They still want the illusion to continue. They still want the illusion to continue so they can sit there and keep on doing the same thing over and over and over. Clarify that. Yeah, the Hermit reverse. Virgo energy. Someone ain't going back to their old self. That's what this card is giving me the vibes of. Someone's not going back to their old self because this ain't wise. They could also be discovering the fact that they could have felt isolated this whole time. But they never spoke up about that. Like, they always felt like a missing part of them right here. A void. Even around all these other individuals. They never truly felt like, they never truly felt that they was in a company of other people. They always felt alone. Even in the most crowded of spaces. If one of these individuals was with this person and they was having a good time and they could have slept over at each other's house, even though they could have been in the same bed, they still felt alone. They still felt a void right here. King of Wands energy. It was just all about the passion. That's what it was. It was the passion. The intensity and the passion, but it wasn't about love. This give me the vibes of this person taking charge over their life, taking charge of that side and wanted to do better, and channel all that passion to something else. That's what this card's giving me the vibes of. I'm not really getting this as a person. This is the energy that this individual is using in order to channel their passions into something else rather than giving it to temptation and doing like certain things when it comes to that. Clarify that. It's like no matter who this individual was around, they always felt alone. They always was agitated, angry on the inside. Like they always had an attitude. And these individuals weren't making it even better, any better. Whoever this is could have suffered some mom or dad issues. Mom or dad issues, whoever this is. Clarify the King of Wands energy. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's something that stirred them up big time. Five of Wands. So that right there was one of the main problems that they was dealing with. Could be separation anxiety or codependency. Something about separation anxiety and codependency issues this individual could have been struggling with. Like this could have caused this individual to lash out. Always going to different people. But yet they always ended up in the same type of argument. It was always the same fucking energy with this one, with that one, with this one, with that one. It was always the same. It always ended up in the same thing because of that follow them. That's that void, bro. And something about your energy could literally have this individual feel fulfilled on that level to where that just goes away. But it still brings all that up, and they could be taking this out on other people. Trust me, I know how this energy is, y'all, because I'm about to go ahead and explain. Y'all hold on a minute. Y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. So anyways, yeah, getting back to what I was saying a few minutes ago about all of this right here, bringing that all up to the surface. I actually had experience with that in the year 2020. Somebody brought that side of me out. Yes, they did. That's how I came out in a very aggressive way. It was the codependency. Yep. Always having my mom there, then leaving the presence of her is like, you didn't know how to handle that. That's what that individual that I was with 2020, they brought all that up, bro. I didn't know what the hell that was. But the same thing happened to me. I told them, I was honest with them what that was. That was them inner demons, bro. That was that dark side. Mm-hmm. But anyways, this did happen to me, so I know the experience of this. Now everybody's gonna have a different experience when it comes to that, but This right here, bro, was very intense upon me when that happened. And the individual asked me in 2020, they said, why am I angry? What's wrong? They kept on asking me what's wrong. I said, I don't know what the fuck's wrong. I didn't even know what was wrong back then, but until I got tapped down to the bottom, it's a codependency shit. That's what it is. I told him that too. I'm going to tell you what it is. You start letting yourself love somebody, you get angry at them. You get angry at them because you don't want to feel that. You don't want to feel that. You block them and get mad at them. Get mad at them. That's the ego. That's the ego that feels that way. That's the ego that thinks that it feels something because the ego is challenged. The ego is challenged. That's not that's not right there. They could care less. That ain't gonna affect them. I mean, it could hurt their feelings, but the only one that's feeling that is yourself. You the only one feeling that way. That's the way. That's the way I felt. It wasn't how they was feeling. That's the way I was feeling. At the end of the day, that's how I'm feeling, bro. Like, if I want to be mad at anybody, I'll be mad at myself. That ain't got shit to do with them. I'm just saying. There ain't nobody feeling that pain, bro. I feel that void but myself. I already been through this energy in the summertime of 2020. I know how that is. This is all that codependency, which will stir up a lot of turmoil. You don't know how to handle the fact that you may love somebody. You don't know how to handle that. It's that intense, bro. That would literally bring all that up. And the rest of people, they ain't about nothing, bro. So you don't even see other people. So I already had experience with that. But I healed from that, though, over time. I'm going to tell you how long it took for me to heal from that. 2 years, bro. 2 years. I wasn't counting the days as the days went by. I just did things on my spiritual journey like meditation, taking walks out in nature. That heals you. Bro, if somebody don't want to talk to you, if that ain't your match, you can't do a damn thing about it. And if anybody wants to be angry, they're going to be angry with themselves because they ain't feeling that shit. They ain't feeling that. By me being in that energy, they told me a few times, like, they could sense that, and I was mad or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that's affected by it, not them. That's the way I look at it. Ain't got a damn thing to do with anybody else but with me. That was the codependency that came out in that year. I'm surprised that individual stayed around to still talk to me, bro. Like, with how I reacted. That brought my dark side out, bro. Cool, that brought my fucking dark side out. I ain't afraid to admit to that either. But anyways, I pretty much know how this energy is right here. But everybody's going to have a different experience, though. That's the thing. Clarify that. They could also be arguing with other people. Like other people still want to sit there, but I'm getting that they're going around and around with themselves. Yeah, this is all this surfacing. There's a lot of tension with this individual. It's like all of this has surfaced. They can't avoid that anymore. Like they try to avoid, they can't avoid that. So something is telling me that something is changing with this individual to where they are definitely coming out of their ego. They can't run and hide from it. They can't run and hide from the void that they feel. This could have a lot to do with you. That's why this is there. I'm going to tell you right now, people may not realize it, but the majority of people out there have their match. And it's more than likely going to be with somebody that you least expect to have a connection with. Somebody that could have been your biggest hater or someone that didn't like you could go through a transformation. And years later, you end up running into the same person again, and y'all just have that. It's there. Queen of Swords. That's the truth. Someone may be ready to speak to you, but they first have to let themselves fully transform to let all this surface. Give me a closing message. Bro, someone literally may want to try, like relentlessly is trying to manipulate something to try to get you in trouble due to the way that this individual may feel about you, that these individuals once connected to. And these individuals don't like that, like they feel like they're losing this person. But the thing of it is, they were never theirs to start with. Because if they was, don't you think that they would be committed to them? They're not. That ain't somebody that ain't somebody they're going to commit to. It's not. Being around these individuals are very embarrassing to this person. Very embarrassing. This this person could be laughing at these fools, bro, because they see them for who they are. This person could have laughed at you at one time, but yet they could be laughing at these individuals and yet avoiding them. They're like, damn, bro. Give me a closing message. Closing message. Chariot, Cancer energy. Okay, so the closing message is moving forward. This person may end up wanting to relocate and move. It would be best if this individual moves. This give me the vibes of this person having their curtains packed up, like their curtains. They have all their belongings packed up in their car, their vehicle, and moving. They want to move. Some of you, this individual may want to move out to nature, like they want to leave the city or the town park behind and move somewhere in nature. Bro, this is giving me the vibes of like, I don't know if you ever watched the movie, The Howling. I forgot what, the original Nightmare, I want to say it is. And how they went out to the woods to this cottage. That's what this is giving me the vibes of. Being out there in nature in the wooded part. Yeah, this person leaving a city or town behind, like, they don't want to be there. No, they don't. They want to be somewhere in nature. Okay, so this individual can end up selling their house or something. What I'm getting here is this individual can end up selling their house and actually having money left over if they was to actually purchase a piece of property within a wooded area, like acres of land with woods, and they could actually have money left over even when they purchase some type of cottage or something to do with a cottage, or if that's what they want to live in. But they're going to have something big enough for their family, though. That's the thing. Get like a log cabin type of look. They still gonna have money left over in order to rely on that. They still gonna have a lot to left over with the Ten of Pentacles, what it looks like. Bro, they could literally be selling an expensive house. Like they may live in a subdivision or something within a city setting, a subdivision. They saying the hell with that. They getting the fuck out of there. They could have all these expensive houses or whatever. They get the hell out of there. Look, they face towards the other direction. They ain't facing towards all this. They could care less about money. They're concerned more so about their happiness than money, than the way things look. Bro, this sentiments are go back to old beat up car. Like they don't give a shit. They don't care. They go back to. I'm telling you, they go back to a old Volkswagen. You know what I'm saying? Old Volkswagen. They don't care. They got careless. They don't care. They don't care. They do not care. Does it look like this lady cares? Does it look like this lady cares? Lady, or don't have to be a lady? Does it look like the lady cares? She does not care. 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 She don't care. This making me laugh. Like I'm not saying they would do that. Just give me the vibes of this ever going back to old bank. Bro, you know what's making me laugh? You know the movie Michael Myers when he drove that station wagon? But I'm not saying they would drive something like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. Even though the car went back, it's just how I explain it. Remember how he drove that station wagon at Halloween? They would literally go back and drive an old fucking station wagon. They don't give a shit. They care less. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, bro, like, it's just funny how I announce certain things. I can't help it, bro. I ain't really trying to laugh either. Because I'm a serious dude. Like, for me to laugh, bro, like, it just, I don't know what it is. It could be one of my angels protecting me, as I say. Just laughing sometimes, man. Like, laughing. Like, I've been surrounded by a bunch of negativity. I don't know if y'all know that, y'all. I've been surrounded by a bunch of negativity for a long time. I take things I take life very serious. I'm not no laughable guy. You see me a person like, damn, is this even the same person on live stream? No, it ain't. I'm just quiet and mysterious. I don't say much. If I go in a store and somebody says good afternoon or good morning, I'll say good morning. Hey, good morning. How's your day going? But I keep on going about my day. I don't say much. There ain't nothing to say. But anyways, like, I ain't really trying to mess up the video, y'all. It's just how I explain. It's like, oh, banged up car. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, they'll go back to old banged up ass car. They could give a shit less. Like, a old, like, you remember how it was metal? I want to say the vehicles were metal back then. Look at the metal. Like, you know how they had weight to them? They wasn't to where it could dent easily. We're talking about the old Lincoln models, bro. Like old Lincoln cars or old Dodge Chryslers or whatever. We're talking about the 1990s, the 1992 or 93 or 1989 cars. That's what I'm talking about. The 1980s. I don't know where I'm getting old banged up car like this. This set of it's like they can have a dent in the damn they don't care. They don't care. They really do not care. They do not care. They don't give a shit. I'm telling you. They don't care. The lady does not care. It could be a lady, it could be a dude, whoever this is that wants to change their ways. They really don't care. They really don't. This is giving me the vibes of a 1980s car that they would literally go back to if they could find one. This is the expensive lifestyle right here, right? That's the image, bro. Having a chimney and all that. Look, that reminds me of a chimney at the top. Fireplace in there, man. That's all for the looks, bro. I mean, of course, it's nice to have a fireplace inside the house. That's how you get warm. Shit, you got free heat right there. But still, though, just give me the vibes like a chimney. Like, you see how that right there look like a chimney, even though it's not. Living around all these fancy ass homes, they're going towards the opposite direction. They don't want to be in there no more. Is what it looked like. They want to move away from there. That's them. That's their curtains and all that. Their blankets, their curtains, their clothes. Every bit of their belongings packed inside of a vehicle, and they want to leave the luxury lifestyle behind. And to go, bro, it looked like to me this service could be transforming and going back to the Victorian style times. If that's what they want to do and people got a problem with it, so be it. So be it. I'm going to tell you what it is because they got an old soul. That's what it is. This person could literally be in their 40s. They late 30s or late 40s or mid 40s or mid 30s. They have an old soul. They have an old soul. That's what it is. That's why they're in that energy. And these individuals that they may be around, bro, it's just... This ain't on the same level of vibration. This is not a matched or some type of vibration with the frequency. That ain't they people. Not with just their love life, but the people that they associate with. Like, this is not who they're meant to be around. Even some of the people that they may have associated with as a friend, with a Three of Cups reverse. This ain't people that they really are compatible with. They're really not. But I'm getting the vibes of this individual going back like they could care less, but they're in the energy the way they could care less. They go back to an old banged up car, driving that. Fuck. Where you have to roll the window down like this? Like that? That's the vibes I'm getting. You remember how they used to have the where you roll the window down like that? They'll go back to that. Where they wouldn't have the button where you could roll the window down like that, bro. Like, they'll literally get that. It's that lever that you turn like that and the window comes down. I remember them days. This is giving me the vibes that this individual is going through a transformation, wants to go back to like Victorian style times. That's what it looks like. If that's what they want to do, then that's their lifestyle. Dress appropriately. Look, they could dress appropriately. They could care less about makeup. I mean, they may put, this is a feminine, they may put makeup on their face, but it ain't gonna be to cake all that on their face and to be like, they're not gonna be looking like all that. Just enough to make themselves look presentable and go about their day. Lady. Simple as that. But anyways, y'all, this is what I have for the reading of art. If this is a man, like this man may no longer care about going to the gym as much or something very significant. I'm like, they may go to the gym. If this is a male that this may be resonating with, I'm getting something to do with the height. This individual may be tall, but yet they don't like being tall. They're very insecure about their height and being tall. Like, they could be literally be 6'5" tall, bro. That's fucking tall. Somebody don't like, but it's like they're getting to the point to where it's like, man, that ain't, the height don't make them who they are. I mean, people can recognize them by them being that height, but it's all on the energy level. Like, somebody could literally be insecure about being 6'5", when some people out there would wish that they was that height, you know. But that right there is all about the ego, bro. Be proud of who you are. Like, there was a reason why you was made that way. You know? Or somebody could be 6'3" and they don't feel right about it. They wish they was around like 5'10", 5'7" or 5'10". Bro, y'all may not believe in that. It may be hard to believe, but they got some people out there, bro, that wish the exact opposite. You know how some people wish they was taller? The taller people wish they was that height, around 5'7", 5'10". They got them out there, bro, and this is one of the people that may wish, like, they may be very insecure about their height. This be somebody around 6'3" or 6'5". This a man. Be 6'3", 6'5", and yet they really don't like that. But that's not what truly defines them as a person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are always scared of them and all this, but yet they ain't there to cause any problems, man. Like, people want to just turn, what the hell they get scared of? Like, I mean, the guy is just 6'5". Like, damn, bro, you can't, like, they act like they ain't never seen somebody like that before. Like, damn, bro, it's not like it's a giant. It's just a guy that's 6'5" tall. Go up to him and talk to the man. Like, damn. Well, they're tall and this and that. Enough of all that. Like, damn, bro, just go over there to the guy, like, greet yourself, tell him hello. Like, damn. Bro, I shit you not. They had this guy that was 6'10" tall. A long time ago, guess what I did? Sat there and talked to him like it wasn't nothing. You may have to do like that, but still though. Bro, people are not defined by, like, don't let the height intimidate you, bro, because that's not who they are. It's not defined by the height. Of course, they may be taller and they may have big hands, big arms, long legs, long arms, or whatever. That right there, bro, you shouldn't define a personality based off of the height. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. And it's like people always made this person feel awkward. Whoever this person is that may be on the tall side, man, don't be insecure about that. I can't tell anybody what to do, but that's an illusion. That's an illusion, because I'm gonna tell you right now, people that could be from the 5'7" to 5'10", or could be shorter than that, they can actually come across as a taller person with this right here. It's all about the way the mind and the soul is shaped, you know? But whoever this is that may be going through insecurities because they may feel like, oh, they too tall for people to like them, ain't none of that bullshit matters. Ain't none of that matters. Or this could be a feminine that may kind of be on the tall side. 5'7" all the way to 5'10". They may feel kind of insecure, like they have to slunch themselves down like that, or to kind of like, they ain't got to do that shit. They ain't got to do that. They can stand up tall just like that, but they feel like they got to hunch over. Highly insecure to wear heels is what it's giving me the vibes of, because it's like they feel tall and this makes them feel awkward, but that could have made them feel awkward before they went through this awakening. If this is a feminine that is around like maybe 5'7" or 5'10", or maybe even 6 foot tall, there ain't nothing to be insecure about that. There's nothing to be insecure about. I'm kind of getting the vibes like this person may feel the need to try to hunch over or kind of like slouch down like that in order to try to avoid being seen for them being tall on the tall side. That's highly uncomfortable to this person. They don't need to be. I'm telling you. It's like they could watch the shoes that they buy because of the soles. Like it could make them taller. Like they want to get the thinnest. They don't need to do all that, bro. If this is who they are, they need to just own that and just be who they are, because that's not them based off the soul level. That's just the outer exterior level. But it still don't define them for who they are. And that right there could get in the way of their happiness, because they'll always be thinking about, oh, well, they're too tall. They're going to come across as intimidating. Bro, this individual could literally intimidate the taller guys. Like, if they could be a tall feminine, they could have intimidated guys that were taller than them. But there may be one of them that's not all that tall, that this individual may be drawn to. So that right there is going to clear it all up, that the height really don't matter. Bro, you can't have two insecure people around each other, because I'm going to tell you right now, all it's going to do is clash with the egos. Clash with the egos. That's all it's going to do. It's have an ego clash, an ego clash, an ego clash, ego clash. That's what happened to me back in 2020 when I had my awakening. Yep. Sure did. Get along for a little bit and all of a sudden you're in an argument. Stupid fucking argument at that. For nothing. For nothing. For nothing. And shit get dragged out, going around in a circle like that over and over and over and over. Fuck that shit. Over and over and over and over and over. All about who can have the last word. Bro, it shouldn't be about none of that. It shouldn't be about none of that. It ain't about who can have the last word. It's about why even argue in the first place. See, today, ain't none of that going on. No screaming and hollering, yelling, and doing ain't none of nope. Whenever that day comes again, ain't none of that shit going on. No, it ain't. I done evolved all that, bro. That was a long time ago. I done evolved over the years. Even though it may not be that much years of transformation, I definitely went through some evolution, transformation. But being in the ego, bro, that right there is not going to do anything. All it's going to do is lead to frustration, being mentally drained, frustrated, feeling like you have to have the upper hand, the last word. And yet, when the ego feels if it don't have the last word, you're gonna want to try to argue to get your point across. And yet, there's something that's done to where you still feel like you don't have the last word or the upper hand. And that right, bro, that's all an illusion that's created off of this right here. Bro, when you wake up, you're gonna look back at that as a say, why did you even waste your time even being in that that low vibrational energy? Why did you even waste the time going back and forth over what? Over what? Bro, you know how much time you could have saved by simply not responding? You don't have to respond. When they sit there and send you something and want to argue with you, don't respond to them. It's that easy. When they try to call you and do all this bullshit, you ain't got to answer the phone. When they tell you, well, they ain't talking to you anymore, well, go ahead. Well, go ahead. That's what you tell them. That's even better. Well, go ahead. But back then, bro, like you'll want to literally argue back just to try to keep a connection that's not really meant to be kept. Because if it's bound to happen, bro, you're gonna split apart. There's nothing you can do to stay with somebody. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, they might argue back with you and talk to you when they stop ignoring you or whatever, but yet if it's not meant to be, bro, it's gonna go right back to the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. You're not meant to be together, bro. Like the frequency's all off balance as hell. It ain't meant to be. It ain't meant to be. It ain't meant to be. And being in this energy right here, damn sure ain't gonna help issues either. It's not gonna help problems. It's not gonna help resolve issues or problems. It's actually gonna escalate even further. And that right there is gonna lead to another argument, another argument, another argument. And eventually you're gonna sit there and just waste your time over and over and over and over and over and get nowhere with it. Trust me, y'all, from experience, I may be laughing here and there, which I'm trying not to make the read funny or whatever, but it's just, that's what it is, bro. The ego will cause you to do all kind of shit. Especially like in a connection. A connection that's not really meant for you. It's going to literally create this illusion as if you got to fight for it every day, every day, every day. If you have any insecurities or you have any type of codependency and this individual don't talk to you or give you their time like the ego expects it to, you're going to end up in an argument with the person. You're going to start accusing them of things. That's what it does, bro. It's toxic. It's toxic. But once you heal that side, you're not going to have that no more. Somebody get around you and be with you, you could care less if they wake up. Like, you could be together for a long time. And one day they just wake up and decide not to talk to you. You ain't going to sit there and run behind them. That's what they want to do. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. They ain't a damn thing you can do about it. It is what it is. Now, if they come back and talk to you, then that's another thing. But there ain't nothing you can do, brother, to stop somebody from wanting to see somebody else. If they fall out of love with you and want to be with somebody else, there's really nothing you can do about it. But just let them go. It's the ego that wants to hold on. But the soul knows it's not really right. See, that's the battle between the ego and the soul. And the soul is always going to win. Universal currents of energy are always going to win. The universal currents of energy are always going to win because it's a natural flow of energy. When you try to manipulate that energy while trying to have an expectation, that right there's the illusion. Just because you expect something don't mean it's always going to be exactly like that. Exactly. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the reading. But that was funny what I said earlier about that car. Like, this person could care less, bro. Like, they'll go back to one of them old cars, 1980s car, if they could find one. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the read. Y'all have to excuse my sinuses, y'all, by the way. My sinuses are bad, so if it sounds like I'm talking through my nose, excuse that. It is annoying to me even. So, I don't know if it's annoying to y'all, but it kind of gets on my nerves. Talking through my nose. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the reading. Some of you could be a Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, Virgo, Leo. Who else? Virgo again. Some of you could be resonating. You could be a Virgo rising. Pisces. A lot of Pisces energy in there. Gemini, double on the Gemini energy. Leo, Capricorn, Libra, Taurus, Cancer. And that's all the energies that I have for y'all with the reading. You don't have to be one of these signs, but that's what I have for the major arcanas and the energies that's coming through very heavily. That's the signs that's coming through. That's the strongest of the reading. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the reading. This will not resonate with everybody. But just like I said before, if y'all tried to send any donations recently, I didn't get but one of them. But the other few days, I have been getting my donations. But here recently, if y'all try to send any, I didn't get them. So I will let that be known. But the other few days, I did get the donations. So I will let y'all know that. But yeah, my Cash App link is in the description box below. But anyways, y'all have a good day out there. If this read helped, y'all make sure y'all leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how this read resonated with y'all. And also let me know if y'all like general readings more or love readings more. Okay? But anyways, y'all have a good day out there. Happy Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day today. And I'll see y'all some other time. Peace.